in today's video, we are going to talk about the HTML elements and HTML tags. So what we are going to be using in this lesson is the Visual Studio Code. So you can see the screen, you can see the desktop screen. So I have the Visual Studio Code installed. So if you have not installed the Visual Studio Code, go to the Google Chrome, type Visual Studio Code editor and then download it and meet me in the course. Firstly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new folder. So on the screen, so here I'm going to click new folder, then I will name it web. Then I will open the Visual Studio Code. So once it's open, I'll go to this file. I'll go to file. I'll go to file. Then I will open folder. I'll click open folder. Then I will look for the file. So the directory is on the desktop. So I'll click desktop. Then I can type here web. So I have the folder here. So click on it, select the folder. So once the folder is selected, so once you hover mouse on the web, then you can click on this icon with the plus icon, then create new file, index.html. So I'm going to create index.html. So then I'll press enter. Then I have my index.html file. So firstly, I'm going to talk about the basic structure of HTML. So how are we going to write this basic structure of HTML? Is to write this HTML, so in a tag. So I have it in a tag. So then I have a closing tag with a slash HTML. So I have the angular bracket closed. Then inside this tag, so there will be a body tag and then the header tag. So the header tag will come first. So I have the header tag. So and then I'll close the tag. So then the next thing is the body tag. So I will have the body tag here. So slash, oh sorry, now slash the body. So now inside this header, so we have a lot of things that is going on. So the first thing we are going to talk about is we have the title tag. So we have the title here. Now you can see this is the basic structure of HTML, but in the latest HTML version, which is HTML version 5.1, so we have what we call the doc type HTML. So by using an angular bracket with an exclamation mark, then doc type HTML. So this simply tells the browser that, oh, I want the latest HTML version. So and this is the HTML version. So I want the latest HTML version. So anytime this HTML is updated, so your browser will also get updated. That's the purpose of this doc type HTML. So then we have the HTML. Then inside that HTML we have the head. So as you all know that you yourself, you have an head and then you have a body. So this inside this head we have a title, and then you can give it any name, title like Facebook, like Facebook. Now, the inside this body, that's where we write all our code. So we can just write anything inside it and then press Ctrl+. Then, how do we run this? So we can run it by going to the file. So let me just make it an easy way. So just go into the folder, open the folder by just double click on it. So you can see it. It will take the default browser. Like you can see, my own default browser is Microsoft Edge. So your own default browser might be Google Chrome. So if you want to open it with another browser, you can right click on it. So when you right click on it, you can select open with. So I'm going to open it with Google Chrome right now. So it will open with Google Chrome very soon. So this is the basic structure of HTML. So let me simply explain what. Let me quickly explain what the. Let me create another file and name it test dot md. So inside this file here now, let's say this is how we write the tag. So I will make it more bigger. Okay. Now let's continue. So inside here, okay. Now yeah. So this is opening tag and this is a closing tag. So you can see this angular bracket with a slash is a closing tag. So whatever we write inside it, it is called an element. For example, if I put HTML, this is an element now. So this is an element and this is the tag. And inside this, between this opening and closing tag, we have what we call inner HTML. So this inner HTML is the content that is between the opening and closing tag. Now you can see it. We have successfully run our first program here. So as you can see it here. So let me zoom it so you can see. So this is our first program written in HTML. So now, okay. Now let's talk about the header tag. Right, the header tag here. So which is going to be from H1 to H6. Let's assume I want to give a heading to a text. So I can use H1. So I can say I am a web developer. So I am a web developer. So if I contrast it and then I reload this browser, so you can see now I am a web browser. So I am a web developer. Now, if I decide to reduce the font, which is I can use another tag or h2 tag. So, and I'm going to write the same content inside it. So I will Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So now let's reload it again. You can see it is smaller than the first one. So the next ones that I'm going to is h3. So we have h1 to h6. So I'm going to write everything down now. So h3, then h4, then h5, lastly h6. So I'm going to paste the same content inside it. So I will compress it and then reload it. So you can see it here. So starting from here, this is the first header, this is the second header, the third header, the fourth header, the fifth header, and the sixth header. So it's like the first header is like 36 pixel. So while the second one maybe around 24 pixel, and so on and so forth. So now the next one we are going to talk about is the paragraph tag. Let's assume that I'm writing some bunch of text here, and then I write another bunch of text, and then I write another bunch of text again. I press enter again, I write another bunch of text. Now look at this text, for example, if I contrast it and then I reload the browser, you can see that all the text are in the same line. They are in the same line. But if I try to give it a paragraph, like something like this, so we use P. P stands for paragraph. We use the P for paragraph. You will see that this line is going to be in a paragraph. It's going to have a paragraph. Can you see that? So it's now having a paragraph. So this is what we call the paragraph tag. So this is what we call the paragraph. So this is what we call the paragraph tag. So contrast. Now you can see everything has a paragraph right now. So this is where we are going to pause for today. Now, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm going to be posting new content every day, including JavaScript, HTML, CSS, React, and Node.js. Thank you very much.